Welcome back to my channel, Life in the Trenches, Life with Tapa, follow the Tapa Now Black Flag Movement. Today we're going to be talking about things that happen in prison settings. And this particular situation happened in the United States Penitentiary. You know, I was in a whole nother block and something took place between one of my homeboy and the Bloods, where he had an argument with a Blood dude, and the Blood dude spit a razor out of his mouth and bust him straight across his face. They ended up going to the SHU, which is the whole protective service. Actually, that's your only. It's just a hole. It's just a holding cell, a lockup. They both went to the hole, and the individual who spit the razor out his mouth and cut my homie got transferred. They transferred him to a whole nother compound and put my homeboy back on the compound. So that situation had his brain fucked up, because the fact is, a dude just cut you in your face. Buck 50, that's what they call it in New York. Just cut you in your face, and you can't get no chance to get no get back and do nothing about it. That's hurtful. You can't catch the individual, you can't do nothing. So anyway, he was over there in his unit, going through a situation that he can't catch the dude who did this to him, and he back on the compound. Other man looking at him like, Holmes, you don't call it a bad one. That's a bad one right there. You got a cut across your face, and you can't catch a dude who did this to you. But anyway, make a long story short, he had a white boy on his block that he messed with a whole lot. Every day they kick it, whatever the case may be. So he went to the white boy cell to actually, talk to him. When he went there, he see the cellie was drunk and calling him all kind of niggas and whatever the case may be. So my homie looked at like this white boy like he got to be crazy. So my homeboy went and got his knife, came back to the cell, put in some work on the white boy. While he was putting in work on the white boy, other white boys come into the situation trying to break it up. And while they trying to break it up and trying to help their white boyfriend, the rest of the unit see what's going on. They jumped in and do some New York, do some Philly, do some Jersey, do some California. Everybody that was in that unit that was black, it was black versus white in that unit. So the whole unit went up. While the whole unit went up, I was in a whole nother unit. Now, this is how the whole situation played out. They call lockdown. Why this shit going on in a whole nother block? So they call lockdown. We don't know what they locking down for, because we not in that block. So anyway, I went in my cell. The next morning come around, we ain't coming out the cell. 6 o'clock come, I ain't see they popping these cells. So I'm like, something got to be going on. I don't know what's really going on, but something ain't right. But anyway, make a long story short, they we end up coming out. And actually, before I actually came out, somebody came to my cell and let me know that my homie got into it with the white boys in his block. So once I know that the white boys, I just thought that it was the regular white boys. I didn't know it was the Aryan Brotherhood at the time. But anyway, make a long story short, it wouldn't take me too long to find out anyway. So when I came out the cell, one of the dude that was a leader for the Aryan Brotherhood, he walked up to me and said, "Man, Flex, man, I want to talk to you." So I'm looking at him like, "You want to talk to me? You sure that's all you want to do?" Because I ain't taking no checks and I ain't taking no L's in here, period. So, I'm on my guard now, because I know something took place in another unit that had to do with an individual from my car. So anyway, I hear him out. He telling me, "Man, Flex, we don't want no problem. We don't want this to escalate no more. We just want to kill this." So I'm like, how the fuck this dude know what the fuck done took place fully in that unit, and he ain't even over there? This dude right here, I watched this dude very carefully, because I remember there was a situation where we had a shakedown, and in the shakedown, he didn't throw away his knife. When everybody done throw away their knife, he didn't throw away his knife. I watched him go in this individual cell, took all this stuff out there, put it through the x-ray, and he still had his knife. He had time to throw away that knife, and he didn't get rid of it. And he had a big old knife too, a big old knife. So therefore, with an individual like this, you cannot take this individual like that. This is a Aryan Brotherhood dude. He don't like blacks. They let you know that. But due to the fact, they still gotta respect because they know they could lose their life as well. You know what I'm saying? So they have to respect the fact that even though they don't like blacks, but they gotta respect, but especially Jamaicans, they look at us different. They have to have certain type of respect for us because they know we ain't playing. They know blacks ain't playing either, African Americans ain't playing either. But the catch is this, they know we definitely ain't playing with them. But anyway, he told me that he don't want no problem, he don't want this to escalate no more, whatever the case may be. So I said, all right, I'm good. I don't want it escalating either because it's going to get ugly, real ugly on this yard. But anyway, they finally opened up everything. We called a meeting, we found what was going on. And my homeboy was in the shoe by then. Majority of them dudes was in the shoe. Some of them they didn't even put in the shoe. They just locked their whole entire unit down because it's like they don't want nobody to get outside of that unit what's going to cause any problem. So, you know, once we settle everything, we talk about everything, and we know what's going on, we settle everything. Now, this is the funny part about this whole story right here. The white boys, which is the Aryan Brotherhood, they didn't like this shit, the way the shit go down, because after they did their investigation and they found out there was white boys in the block that was in their car that didn't help the homie or didn't get involved, they wanted to see them dudes. They wanted to blood them. That was their biggest issue. Their biggest issue was that there was white boys in the block that was down with them and didn't help. And they were serious about that. So they told SIS, well, this is the only way we're gonna solve this problem. Them dudes that you locked up and put in the shoe that was down with our car, let them out one by one. We just gonna whip them. We ain't gonna put no knife in them. We just gonna whip them, and you can come lock them up and send them back up top. But we gonna whip them. So anyway, I watched this with my own two eyes. I couldn't believe it. They let them dudes out the shoe one by one, and them dudes whipped them. And when SIs feel like that was enough, they call the code, run down there, separate them, lock up who they need to lock up, whatever the case may be. I don't understand this because me personally, if I'm in the shoe and I was one of the white boys, and I know this was going down, I'm defenseless, I'm not coming out the shoe. I'm not coming out the shoe. I'm not a goddamn idiot to walk right into a firefight. They could do anything they want to do to me. I'm coming from the shoe. They already on the compound. But anyway, this is what the Aryan Brotherhood wanted to happen in order for them to actually call this thing quits, because they know their homeboy was wrong and he was out of pocket. So they basically called it quits, but they wanted to beat the individuals that didn't help. That was their issue. Because it's just like if you're in a car and somebody jump on one of the individuals from your car, you gotta basically defend that. You can't just stand right there and don't do nothing, because that's like a coward stand you done took. But anyway, that was their issue. And I watched SIS let all them individuals out the shoe one by one and watch their Aryan Brotherhood beat them up, thus with the fist on the yard, and lock them right back up, just to put hands on them. But the shit get real crucial, because if that didn't happen to them right there, it was going to happen to them somewhere else, because they got members everywhere in the BOP. So if they put a green light, or not even a green, they put a red light on you, anywhere you go, you got that red on you, they're going to get you anywhere you go. But you know, that's just one of the situations that happened in the trenches, man. And you know, if you like this video, make sure you subscribe, hit the like button, you know, follow this movement up on our black flag, Life with Topper. You know, if you like these videos, keep on watching, man. You know what I'm saying? Also, remember I got different ebooks coming out, so let's keep your eyes open for that as well. Chop, chop, chop. You know what it is.